Well, the question is, do you want my love? And of course we do. The Electric Light Orchestra right here on Karma Radio. Dennis should be calling. ELO. Dennis should be calling us here anytime soon, but until then, we are going to go. Now, Bernie is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And, okay, well, there's Dennis. I guess it is. Okay, well, let's find out. Okay, you ready, partner? Here we go. Is this Dennis?
It's gotta be. What a show you guys are having tonight, man.
Oh, hang on. I gotta get the speaker turned around so Bernie can hear you. Hang on here. Here we go. Dennis, now I've been Bernie and I have been practicing your name. So since you said it to me here. So DiChiaro.
There you go. First shot.
Say hi to Bernie, Dennis.
DiChiaro.
DiChiaro.
Hey, Bernie, good. Pleasure to meet you. What a wonderful show you guys run there.
Well, howdy there, my partner. How are you? We finally get to talk and meet, finally.
Oh, wonderful. I'm wonderful. I couldn't be better. Everything's just right.
Now, where are you at, Dennis? You're down in Florida, you say?
No, currently I'm in Colorado. I live in Colorado, work in Nashville.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, now, you live in Colorado. Whereabouts?
Up in the Boulder area.
Oh.
Against the foothills, yeah.
That's cool. I was out in Denver I think it was last June. I was there for a couple of days.
You had to have enjoyed yourself, I'm sure.
Well, actually, I was out there for work. So, but it was kind of cool because I was sitting, we had a big work thing. So there was like about 30 or 40 of us. We were at this place, down in downtown Denver, and downtown Denver is not that big. I thought it would be a lot bigger, but it's really not that big. And
it's all spread out here.
Oh yeah, it's spread out. So I went out to grab a smoke, and I sit down on this bench, and these two young kids come out, grab a bag, fill a pipe, and start smoking some weed. And I go, oh my God, these guys, they're doing this. And then I got to thinking, it's legal in Canada or in Colorado.
Yeah,
it's legal in Canada too, but yeah, it's legal in Colorado. And I smell the shagok. I smell that. And the dude looks at me and he passes me the pipe. He says, hey, you want to hit? And I said, yeah, what the hell? One in Denver? Yeah.
Well, I must tell you, Dennis, that you really caught my attention there today when you were talking to me earlier, and when I got a hold of Steve and had you here today with us, I was telling Steve that I had to, because you were one of my friends that I like to say is a persistent friend. Those are the friends I like that are persistent.
TNT, they were persistent too.
Yeah, TNT was very persistent. And again, I need people to be on me like that, like you, because if I don't, I see you and then I think, okay, I'll be right back, and then I end up going in, but you were persistent with me, and it paid off, and I'm so glad that you did that.
I am really glad that you guys are spinning my stuff. It sounds great.
Dennis, I love it. I mean, listen, I was an old country DJ. I mean, I've got drunk with Hank Williams Jr. I can't tell you how many times. I smoked.
Well, that's the only way you get with him.
Yeah, I smoked a little weed with Willie. I've sat down and had a beer with George Jones and Merle. Well, you don't have one beer with Merle Haggard. If you have one, you have 12. But I mean, I've met all these guys, and I love country music at heart. I hate today's country music. I hate it with a passion because it's not country music at all. But I appreciate the younger artists that are coming out and grabbing onto guys like George and Merle and Willie and coming back and writing songs and remembering what the roots of country music is all about. And actually, you're kind of country, but you're not country.
Oh yeah, I write across all genres. When I won Best Songwriter 2 weeks ago,
tell us about that. Tell us about that.
It was a wonderful experience. Yeah, I got nominated in all 9 categories, from gospel to rock. And I write straight across all the genres.
Okay.
So I got nominated in all the categories, and they just nominated me and elected me Songwriter of the Year for 2018 across all genres. Everybody knew it was coming except for me. I was shocked. I got up there and I made some kind of a speech, and when I sat down, a gentleman next to me said, "Dennis, that was the most eloquent acceptance speech I've ever heard." And I said, "Well, what did I say?"
Give me my frickin' trophy.
Right, so that was a great experience.
He got a really nice trophy as well. I've seen it.
Yeah. One of the neat things that I think that we're experiencing here, and I'm starting to see a pattern, is that, when Bernie and I started doing this with the indies and the unsigned bands and stuff, people like yourself, that they're getting in contact with each other now and collaborating and doing some writing and doing some stuff together. Which is, because we're getting all kinds of country acts, and then we're getting some rock acts, and then we're finding that some of these people are actually contacting each other on the side and collaborating, writing songs and making music together, which is freaking awesome.
Well, then you guys are doing exactly what you set out to do, put people together and make more music. That's tremendous.
Yeah, that's what I am happiest about, is that, we've been playing Juke Johnson for as long as Bernie and I have been doing this show together. Juke is actually the first guy that we started playing. And
yes, he was.
Bernie came to me and she says, "You know what? We should really focus on getting together with these indie bands," and we got big groups with all these great acts. Why wouldn't we want to use them? They're there, and we have all these people that are looking for people like you, that want to need people. What do you call it? Collaborate. Just, collaborate with people and get those songwriters and singers and and so we just thought it was an excellent idea to bring it all together and just have this indie band thing with us, and it actually worked because I was surprised how many we actually had without looking, and then when we actually took our time and looked, we really realized how much we actually really had. So it actually worked to our benefit to do it.
Absolutely. Pat yourselves on the back. You're providing a fabulous service if that's what's going on. I know you got many listeners all over the country, and we provide a place for them to hook up. That's tremendous. That really is.
Well, listen, we may be from different countries. We got Brazil, we got Germany, we got all kinds of, Charlie over in Scotland. Of course, we got Bernie's got half of Canada for listening. And, all over the United States. Yeah, but the thing about it is that we all speak one language, and that's the language of music, and that's what that common thread that brings us together, which is really cool. And we are seeing a great cross section of artists coming to us. We're seeing some metal guys, then we're seeing some rock guys, then we're seeing some country, southern rock, and I'm just excited about the music that we're playing, and I know Bernie's worked her butt off, and she gets crazy sometimes because she can't get caught up on all the messages that everybody's trying to get a hold of her and everything.
I try, and I really do.
Well, I'm sure, but I want to thank Bernie straight away for absolutely addressing everything I've ever asked. She's been wonderful. What a great gal, no question.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's why she's my. That's why she's my partner. That's why she's the social media director, and that's why she's co-owner of this radio station.
And I'm so grateful that you guys took to my sound, man. I'm very grateful. We really work hard on it. I play with the finest musicians who've ever picked up an instrument in Nashville. The gentleman I play with, you could see on my website. Those are all the greats that have molded the sound of country music. They played on all the albums of all the greats from the 70s to the 80s through the 2000s.
Yeah.
Just a seasoned veteran. I just feel so tremendously fortunate to be playing with these greats. And
we have a couple of guys that are listening right now that we're going to play. Todd and Todd. They are in Nashville, and I know a bunch of people in Nashville. Eddie Reisner. I've known Eddie for a long, long time. Great keyboard player. He was just a keyboard player for Three Dog Night when Jimmy Greenspoon passed away. And Nashville, I used to hang around Nashville back in the 80s when Nashville was country music. It's not country music anymore.
Well, I kind of take things and I don't write to any particular thing.
Yeah.
People have asked me many a time, how do you write a song? Well, the first thing I do is I sit down and clear off the dinner dishes from last night, and I sit down at the kitchen table and focus on it and get into a mood and follow what I feel. Create my own reality every time.
Well, a lot of times, from what I've heard from other composers and songwriters, they say, they'll overhear a conversation somebody says, and it sticks with them, and then they take it and just kind of go from there. So I mean, Ronnie Van Zant could go take a poop and write a song about it.
Oh, he was tremendous. What a creative mind he was. My goodness.
Yeah. I mean, it was just some of the things that he wrote songs about that people really don't understand where those songs came from. It was just...
But if you listen to us on October the 20th, you're going to find out all about what those songs are meant and meaning, because you're going to have...
Dennis, I'm sure you've heard the song, What's Your Name, Little Girl?
Of course.
And that line where it says one of the crew had to go with one of the guests? We're going to have that crew member that had to go with one of the guests sitting in my studio with us October 20th.
He's actually a friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours. Yeah, Craig Reed. It's the 41st anniversary of the Leonard Skinner plane crash, and we're going to have Craig Reed and Paul Abraham, who was their tour manager. Paul's going to be calling us in, at the time, and then we're going to have Craig Reed, and we're going to be talking Skinner and playing Skinner all night long.
Then the next thing we're going to
I've got that marked down. I've got that on the calendar. I'll be listening in for sure.
Yeah, we're going to be telling some. You're going to hear some stories that you are not going to believe.
Oh, I'm sure there's many.
That there Skinner up.
Well, hey, Dennis, listen. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're at, where you're going, what you want to do, and how people can get a hold of you and listen to your music.
Well, if you go to YouTube and you type in my name, Dennis DiChiaro, that's one way of doing it. And where I'm going is I just completed 3 new songs at Q Studios in Nashville. We cut the tracks, and this is my best work. Then I took it and sent it to my folks down in Muscle Shoals, famed studios.
Oh, yeah.
Muscle Shoals sound, and Sony artist James LeBlanc always cuts my stuff down there, so I sent it to him, and then we just got those vocals back. We're going to mix them this week, drop some harmonies, and I got to do a couple of tweaks. And I'm going to have 3 new ones ready to go.
Okay, good. We'll make sure I get them.
Oh, I'm positive you will. One way or the
other. Yeah. Make sure that I get them, because I know
that's what that's exactly what I'm doing. I just keep working on it. I'm getting my butt kicked by a new melody line I'm writing, but just take my time, and it'll get straight.
Well, everything comes when it's supposed to.
It does.
And sometimes if you try to force it, it doesn't work. It's just just step back and relax and do whatever, and it'll come to you. Believe me,
it's all happening.
It'll come to you.
Many thanks for having me.
Pardon me?
Many thanks for having me.
Oh, listen, how do people get a hold of you? What's your website?
You can simply contact me through social media, or do go to YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And send me off a message from YouTube.
So let us start playing your music on our Yesterday and Today's Jukebox, so the people will start seeing your music and come and subscribe to you.
Yeah, go in there and on the jukebox. Post your music.
Yeah, and share a song, and then you'll get some people will hear your interview now, and they'll go and subscribe to you and go listen to your songs. So my advice to you, my dear, is go post up one of your songs and we'll follow you.
Very cool. You guys are more than too kind. I'll tell you what. I'll be listening in.
I hear that a lot. I hear I'm a very kind person.
You
really are.
I hear a lot of that from a lot of people, but you proved it.
Yeah. But Bernie will call me a lot of things, but she'll never say that I'm kind, and you'll never hear her say that.
I do so. My best friend, even though I got mad at him all the time.
It's been a wonderful pleasure getting to know Bernie. She's been just bent over backwards with me and helped me through the technical aspects of trying to listen to you guys. So I'm through that now.
Well, listen.
Yes, I'm happy though that you got through and you got in. And
so much, Bernie.
Don't worry about it. Kisses, my friend. Like, again, I'm just so thankful that you kept on me because, again, I need people to keep on me, y'all. So.
Oh boy, you're saying that on the radio. You're going to have more than you can handle soon.
Well, that's the way it is, I mean, that's what we do. That's what we do. We have, we're trying to get as many as we can. I mean, it's important to us to bring the best music that we can to the people of the world. And that is our goal. I mean, it's not about us being famous or us doing this.
No.
How the hell am I going to get famous on this little radio station? I mean, what we want to do is we want to bring the people
you guys
the music.
To get famous.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
That's what we want. We want you guys to get famous. That's what we want, and that's.
Well, if you two have heard of me, I can't be any more famous than that, right?
That's right.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right. So, but I mean, we definitely go on yesterday in today's jukebox. That group, Dennis, go in there and post your videos. That way, people can see.
All right, I'll do it. Upon you asked so kindly that I'll have to do it.
Yes.
And Bernie,
yes.
You can get with me later and show me how to do it, honey.
I shall. And I really thank you so much. I appreciate you keeping, close contact with me, and I'm so happy that we were able to connect like this. I really appreciate you, and I hope it's not the last time we hear from.
That's right.
You're both very, very sweet people, and it's a pleasure to get to know you, and thank you so much for having me.
Boy, did you hear that? That's another thing people don't call me is sweet. That's
that too.
That's two words that nobody ever calls me. Nice and sweet, Dennis. You're on my list. I'll tell you that.
Well, there you go. I'm trying to make your Christmas card list.
I'm looking, going, okay. Usually, I get the compliments.
Dennis,
I'm just kidding.
We are going to play a song called "Everybody Knows." Tell us about it real quick.
Oh, everybody knows. We went in there and we cut that on a lark. It was completely charted out to perfection. Everybody knew exactly what they had to do, and they just went in and killed the track. And at the beginning of the song, Dennis said, Paul Skolton asked me, he goes, "How do you want to intro this?" I said, "Give me a fall down the stairs on the drums, and you'll hear it coming up." And then we just went in there and had at it. Brought in Troy Johnson to do the vocals, and it just turned out just wonderfully.
Well, we are going to hear just how wonderful it is, and it is, because I've heard it before. So,
cool.
Okay, now, Dennis DiChiaro. DiChiaro. Bernie and I were practicing before the show. She says,
"That's right, Bernie, you tell him."
She said, "How do you say that?" And I said, DiChiaro. And then she would say it wrong, then I would say it wrong, and then I had to go back to your message where you said it for me. And I said, I played
He played your voice to say it. DiChiaro.
I played the damn thing on the air. I said, DiChiaro. So,
well, enjoy the rest of your night, folks. I'll be tuning back in now.
All right, brother. Call us again sometime.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you so much, my friend. And you keep contact with me, you hear?
I'm sure you won't lose me that easy, Bernie.
All righty, Dennis. Take care, man.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
See you, man.
Bye. Love you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He called me sweet, Bernie. He called me nice.
Now that was a sweet guy. See, I told you, our very own friend Darren.
He's a good dude.
You know what? Again, we talk and stuff, and then again, you know how I'm in and out, going and doing, and then I said, this poor guy, I listened to him, I was like, yes, I got your email, and then it was like, I'm looking, did you get that email?
Well,
asking you.
That's the way you have to be. I mean, it's not like, no. Yeah, it's not like, if we don't know you're out there, we can't play you. That's
yes,
the long and short.
Again, be like Darren and TNT, y'all. You guys send me music. I do watch it.
Man, she's slacking out here on the connection. Okay. Well, anyway, Dennis, we are going to play your song right now, and it is a great song. And I am thrilled that we have such great artists submitting their music to us, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to listen to this song right now. This is DiChiaro. Everybody knows, right here on Karma Radio.